So I wanted to just like highlight these people. If you are in pink here, that means you hit 21, 22, or 23. Appreciate that, you hitting that 21 plus goal. My personal goal for you as pre-calculus is to hit a 24 plus by the end of this quarter. I'm sorry, by the end of this year. I know that like ACT is still like up in the air, but especially for you guys who are thinking about going to really top-notch colleges, I want to make sure that we have like the highest ACT possible score and that you guys are the most prepared that you can be, just in case you decide to go to a school that's not test optional. So I want you to have as many options as possible. So we'll continue to think about ACT a little bit. So shout out to these people in orange who already hit a 24 or more. I can't wait to see that bucket grow. And then we had a huge amount, I'm not going to read all the names because there's so many, a huge amount of people who showed growth on this one. And so very proud of you all the way around. Great job. Thank you for jumping in there. Any questions about ACT or like this idea of being test optional, anything that I just said? Questions, you can come off mute. Negative? Feeling good? Cool. All right. So we're done with college reps, we're done with announcements. We're on to the PT intro. Okay, everybody get ready to chat. We're about to have a mad speed chat. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Araceli, you did not look ready to type. Are you ready? You're ready. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to show a lot of logos. I need you to type as many of these colleges as you recognize. Okay, so only if you recognize them, only if, this is not just like randomly type as many colleges as you know. Like your job is to look and see if the logo is there, and then if the logo is there, you're gonna type that college. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, type as many colleges. What colleges do you see? What colleges do you see? Stanford, yes, Stanford is on there. Oregon is on there. USC is on there. Yeah, everybody hit USC. Yale is actually not on there. That big Y is actually BYU. Cal State is actually also not on there. This Cal right here is Berkeley. Washington University, yes. Penn State, yes. Oregon, BYU for sure. We're at BYU. Arizona State, USC, UCLA, not Marymount. Nope, not Marymount. OSU is on there. Yes, let's move towards the East Coast. What colleges do we recognize over here on the East Coast? On the eastern side of the United States. Florida for sure. Merced is not on there. Good guess. Boston. This is Boston College, not Boston University. Georgetown, I think, is on here. Yes. Where is it? Oh, no, I don't see Georgetown. Perhaps Duke is on here. Notre Dame, yes. Pittsburgh, University of Illinois. Ohio State, yes. Does anyone know what this tiger is? Who's this tiger? My football fans, who are the Tigers in the South? Any football fans? LSU, it's LSU. Louisiana State. Does anyone know what this S is right here? What this S is? It is in New York. Syracuse, yeah, good job, Jonathan. Anybody know what this W is in the Midwest? This red W right here? Think of a state that starts with a W. I almost just said it. Not quite Wyoming, although Wyoming is over here. This dude riding a Bronco, that's Wyoming. Wisconsin, yes. Okay, so W states here. Wisconsin is here because it's in the middle. If you notice, this is the United States. Wisconsin is in the Midwest over here. And then this is Wyoming in the sort of the middle of the country, right? Middle of the country. And then Washington up here in the top corner. Washington, yes. Yes. 70s. I don't know what that means, Marlene. Tell me what that means. Anybody know what this KU is right here? KU? Yes, they make up the shape of the country. Oh, that 70s show. Yes, you're right, Marley. Kentucky's not Kentucky. Kentucky's over here on the East Coast, but I don't see Kentucky on here. What is this KU? Kansas, yes. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, right? That's one of their things. That's what they say. Kansas. Cornell is not on here because Cornell is a Division II football school. So these are Division I football schools. What that means is they're like the highest ranked, right? So like USC, Pac-12, or Washington, Pac-12, right? But Cornell, because it is an Ivy League school, it actually does have a Division I program, but they're Division I AA or Division I don't know. They have like a different, because they play in the Ivy League, they don't actually play in the NCAA. Good question. Yes, so we have lots of different colleges on here. Any others for the good of the cause? You have Oregon State and Oregon University, two different colleges. My parents went to Oregon State, both of them, and they hate Oregon, the Oregon Ducks, who are much better at football than them. Yes, I grew up in the center of the country near Colorado. My brother went to Colorado University. University of Texas in Austin, yeah, the Longhorns right here. Right. This one right here, though, is Texas A&M. This one is Texas A&M. This one's the Longhorns, the like big football school. Oregon, yes. Does anyone know what the double T is? The TT right here, also in Texas. Anybody? Yes, the Tiger is Louisiana. You're right, Louisiana State, LSU. Diana, good job. These double T's are Texas Tech. Texas Tech. You have Oklahoma State. They're like boring. So lots of different colleges. What this is all to say is that a logo is super, super important to a school, not just to a football school, but to any school, right? A logo is most usually what they put on their sweatshirts. It's the most like recognizable thing that they have. And so colleges pay a lot of money to think about their design of their college logo. Most companies use like tons of money. If you think about all of the logos that you can imagine, were like all the logos that you're thinking of right now, Pepsi, McDonald's, I don't know, what are some other logos that we know? The Supreme logo, I don't know. Throw them in the chat if you've got them. But like all those logos that you can think of are $1 million projects that they are there. Arby's, yes. Arby's for sure. Dunder Mifflin, yeah. Dunder Mifflin Inc. Right, you can think of those like logos that they have created. Starbucks for sure, that green. The Rolls-Royce with the double R, definitely. Most car logos, they even put them on their cars a lot, for sure. Tesla, right, you can think of like the Honda H, right? Yeah, the Jeep, for sure. So all of these logos are super duper important, and they're going to be a part of our task for our performance task. So yes, definitely, Marley. So I'm going to go ahead and read this paragraph. It's a lot of text. I'm going to read it out loud so you can follow along. Your company, Design Collegiate Inc., has been hired by a slew of colleges to rethink and redesign their logos. As one of the best teams on our staff, you and your trusty business partner have been pulled onto this project to create a logo for the college of your choice. As colleges use more and more screen-based advertising, they are turning more often to technology-based graphic designers who can design new trademarks that are beautiful, significant, and recognizable. For this project, the college has asked you to research the qualities of their school and either replicate a previous design or create new, ultimately producing the design with their program Desmo. The best college designs and redesigns will be chosen by DCI's board of directors. Okay? So our job is to create a logo. We're gonna choose our college and potentially our partner on Thursday. So I don't need you to be thinking about that right now. But ultimately what's going to happen is we're going to choose a logo, and then we're going to either redesign it. If we think their logo is crappy, we're going to redesign it. And if we like their logo, then we're going to use their logo and replicate it on Desmos. I know some of us are like, oh my God, Desmos, no, I hate that thing. It's going to be fine. There's always tiers. It's always fine. And the tiers almost always come from the people who create the best logos. So it is going to be okay, I promise. So for today, we are going to do some research. I know some of you have already filled out my form, which is awesome. If you went to a college rep visit, you have just a few questions about the college rep, and then you're going to check out a Twitter feed, okay? Twitter feed that has like lots of different logos on it. If you did not go to a college rep visit, that's fine. Instead of filling out the college rep visit part, you're gonna read a quick article and answer a few questions, and then you'll do the Twitter thing as well. Okay. So you are. Oh man, there's a phantom bug in here. I hate that thing. Okay. So there are like two separate sections. One direction is going to do college rep visit. One's going to do an article if you did not go to a college rep visit, and then everyone will meet at the end. The end of the form is going to be the same for everyone. And that will be like, basically we'll ask you to just like take a look at these things on Twitter, check them out, see if you like them. And then it's going to ask you if you want to work alone, if you want to work in a partnership, or if you want to work in a team of 3 or 4. Okay. So you don't have to know who that person is right now. You do not have to commit to anything right now. I just want to get a gauge for if you're thinking like, oh no, I'd rather work alone by myself. I'd rather work in a really small group, like just me and one other person, or if I would rather work in a bigger team, like 3 or 4 people total. So I personally don't have a preference. If you work by yourself, cool. If you work in a partnership, cool. If you work in 3 or 4, cool. I would argue just from like what I have seen in the past, that 3 or 4 sometimes can be a little harder to manage, because then you have to have communication with all 3 or 4 people. So just keep that in mind. If you think like, oh, our group is really good at communication, we have like a group text already, cool, but I would not necessarily do 3 or 4 if you don't already have like strong relationships, since we are going to be online. Are there any questions about that? Any questions? No? Cool. You can keep asking those questions. Keep asking them. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, good thought, Layla. Layla, just choose one of the other colleges and then tell me that in the next question. So I know some of you guys are already on the form. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link to the form in the chat right now. This is the form. This is your assignment for today. I am going to stick around. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on some music. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this guy on. If your name pops up here, that means that you have turned it in. So Fatima, I can already see yours. Melissa, I can already see yours. I know some people turned it in earlier today. Kat, I can see yours. There are a few of you who are already in here. But once your name, I'm gonna leave this up here. Once your name pops up here, that means that you have submitted your assignment for today, and you're welcome to sign off. I am gonna do check-ins with anyone who would like to stay on. So after you've submitted the form, you can then ask me for a check-in. I'm happy to check in. But otherwise, I'm gonna turn on some coffee house music. As soon as you see your name here, as soon as that pops in, you are free to log off unless you wanna check in and do it. Do you mind repeating what we do if our college is not there? Yes, let me actually, if your college is not there, let me show you this form. Loading, loading, loading. All right, I'm in pre-calculus. Load, load, load. Thank you for asking me about this. Did you attend? So let's say that you did attend a college rep, like you went to one that was today. Those did not make it onto the list. So let's do this. Let's just select Willamette. So if your college was not there, like if you went to one today, oh man, what? No, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, choose Willamette for both of them. And then put your, no, Just tell me what the colleges are. I'm going to fix it. We're going to reset this. We're going to do it right now. Can you chat me if the college that you attended is not there? Tell me what that college was. What was the name of the college? UC San Diego. Okay, I'll add it. Sorry about that, y'all. So this only impacts you if you went to UC San Diego. If you went to UC San Diego, go ahead and just like exit out of that tab real fast. And I will let you know when to click on it again. Wow, this is loading so slowly. Perfect. Thank you, Layla, for letting me know. All right. UC San Diego. And also put UC Berkeley. And then here, UC San Diego and UC Berkeley. Okay, so if you went there, you should, let me go ahead and click to my responses. Nice. If you go ahead and click that link now, you should be able to see UC San Diego as well as Berkeley. Thank you for those people who helped me update. And you should be good to go. Here's our low-key coffee music.